right, so me and Randy, really Randy, because I'm scared of these things. Randy's got some stuff in the box here that absolutely scares me. I'm a little rougher with my stuff than other people's. So I see Randy as like a customer job where you have to wear booties and gloves around everything. But check out these beauties, man. So all of this in here is going to be all your hardware for your wheels, studs, washers. There's the rings. Let's see here. See, like I'll sit his stuff all over my car, but I would never sit anything on top of his car. See? I'm telling y'all, I'm working with Randy stuff. You gotta be terrified that you're gonna scratch something. Can't afford to replace none of this. Look at that beauty. Goodness gracious, boy. Man, these things will look bad on my car. And he's got the same lug pattern. So if they would have just come up missing, no, we ain't putting them on because I'm not taking a chance of scratching anything. God, we'll just look at them. That is crazy. That's beautiful, man. Boy, this car's gonna look good. So he is over here doing this one and actually putting wax on them before we put it together, which I've never heard of. But that's actually an excellent idea because he pointed out that if you put wax on it, then it makes it easier to clean later down the road. So just like with a car, your wax just adds a layer of protectant to it, and it makes things harder to stick to the wheel because obviously it's waxy, even though the wheels are clean from the factory for the most part. So it's a pretty good idea. Maybe some of y'all can put that into practice, but we're gonna try to get these on. We try to put this thing on dry because I just don't want to make a mess on his wheels, but they just ain't the most friendliest to go on. So I'm gonna do it just old school like I've done a million times. If y'all remember in the golf cart video, I even showed y'all how to put wheels and tires on with the tire spoons and dish soap. The only difference is in the golf cart video, we also use sledgehammers. There will be no hammers out at all with this. This will be all hands and feet and as little tire spoons as possible so that we don't put no scratches in these beauties. So get these things mounted up and then show y'all what they look like. And I don't know if y'all know it, but one thing that I learned a long time ago, you can correct me in the comments I'm wrong, but I feel 99.9% sure I'm right. So washer only goes on one way. So if you take a washer in your hand and fill it, you'll have one edge that's a sharper edge, which is gonna be this side. And then this side of the washer is gonna be rolled. The edge of the washer is gonna be rolled. This side's also gonna be smoother, where you can feel the other side is gonna be a little more machine finished filling. The sharper, more rougher side is always gonna go against the surface, whereas the smooth rolled side is gonna be the bolt head. So a little tip for anybody that didn't know, it's not like it's gonna fail or anything, but it's just a little professional touch when you're assembling something. We put these on, I don't know if the time lapse even shows it, we put on the one side and I went ahead and told Randy basically, well, let's go ahead and tighten the bead lock up. He didn't know that I didn't already have the other side on it. I've never done double bead locks, so he said that everybody that he's seen do it, you always put the bead locks on last. You get both sides, the beads on there, and then you put the bead locks on last. Yeah, we gotta put wax on one of them. Yeah. Let me know in the comments. Y'all comment below and tell me what's your opinion, or if there is a right or wrong. If you should put one side on, bead lock it, and then stick the other side on, or if it matters if you put a bead lock on and then the other side, or if you should leave bead locks off and do them last. Let me know in the comments what you've always heard or how you do yours. That way maybe I can learn you know, what other people are doing, and maybe the correct or right or wrong way to do it. And if you do have a reason why, then go ahead and let me know why you don't put one side of beadlock on first. All right, it is Wednesday morning. We have Randy's wheels loaded up in the back seat of my truck. Better than his bed sheets in the back seat of my truck, right? We are gonna run these over to his work. He shot me a message this morning and said, hey, do you mind dropping these off at my work this morning? I said, yeah, it's fine. So we're gonna go drop these off. I know he's got a ton going on. It's getting closer and closer to the weekend, Wednesday morning now, and supposed to have been testing at Galot Thursday night, which will be tomorrow night, but it's looking like it's going to rain. Me and Randy checked Monday night when we were mounting these wheels up, and it was showing 80% chance of rain for Galot on Thursday night, so probably won't happen. It'll probably be just straight testing at Darlington on Saturday morning. So looked up some hotel rooms last night, and get a decent one for like $127. So with continental breakfast, look like they even have biscuits and gravy, so that's not bad at all. But yeah, we dropped these off and then get back to work this morning. And for anybody who's wondering, a lot of people ask these kind of questions that a lot of people don't talk about. Some people have asked me what John does for a living, what Randy does for a living. Randy actually works in a body shop. So right now he works in a body shop in Wilmington, and he handles a lot of the customer stuff and like writing estimates of how much it's going to cost to repair your car and all that kind of thing. So me and Randy are pretty much in the same industry as our day jobs, our 8 to 5s or whatever. I don't even know what hours he works. I work 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday, and we work 8 to 11 on Friday. We pretty much have Fridays off, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, besides a few hours on Friday morning. So get these dropped off to him, and then shoot over to my shop and get to work this morning. All right, so it is now, let's see what day we're on. We're on Thursday. I guess this video has kind of turned into like a mini vlog for y'all on Randy's car. So we were supposed to be going testing tonight in Galot, and it is raining, so it's not gonna happen. That was the plans. He has an oil leak that him and John have to try to find tonight, hopefully. So he still does not have his car back this morning as of Thursday morning. WoooStock is on Saturday, the actual race. He still don't even have the car Thursday morning. It's at the other shop, and he is supposed to go pick it up. Let's see here. He's supposed to go pick it up this afternoon, and then possibly run it up to Brian's at, let's see here, it should be up there by like 7 for him and John to work on it to start trying to find the oil leak. So we went to the pick and pull the other day, and we grabbed a whole set of trim pieces. Now I've already painted the other pieces. I got the headliner pieces that clip up in that he's missing on the back. Anybody that knows Randy knows that when he makes a good pass, the headliner kind of comes out the back. So we're trying to fix that this year. So I was able to, we did a couple things at my house, and then I was able to go to the pick and pull and actually find the metal piece that clips into the back, and got them painted black yesterday or the day before, along with some side trims for the headliner that goes down the sides of the car, like right where you open the door. So that should hold the headliner up place perfect from here on out, and not have to worry about that. The trim, we've got all the back windshield, all the front windshield. He had pieces on the car before, but some of them were a little bent. A lot of them had duct tape residue all over them. And then between all this moving around, he's actually misplaced a lot of them. Sorry about messing my nose, man. It seems like every morning I come in and I'm perfectly fine. As soon as I start filming or talking, it's like sinuses just start flowing and draining. It sucks, man. Be glad when it's pollen's out here. But we literally have every piece of trim for the front windshield, back windshield, the whole shebang. So they're kind of in rough shape. A couple pieces. They're not bent or anything. They just need some paint on them. So we're gonna go through and paint all of them gloss black and get them ready for to be put on his car. I do have a run in his front fender on the one piece that needs to be addressed. So I plan to, if they're going to work on the car tonight at Brian's Thursday night, then hopefully I can shoot up there and work on cutting and buffing that front little wheel edge where we put a run in it whenever we did that one piece front end, and we never got a chance to do it. When we painted that front end, if you remember, I painted it and then we literally like sent it right out of here. We didn't even have time to cut and buff that front end or nothing. So I'd at least like to do that wheel arch where it has a little sag in it. And then his door straps, I ordered door straps to keep the door from blowing open, because right now when you open it all the way, the front lip of the door at the fender, it wants to hit the hinge. And what's going to happen is somebody's either going to open it too far, you know, fanning air out, or the wind's going to catch it and then it's going to bust that corner of that paint and bust that filler that because Mike touched up all them edges along the edge of that door. So we spent a lot of time touching up. I mean, really them doors needed like 1,000 man hours in them, it looks like, because they're still not where near perfect, but they look really good on the outsides. And Mike spent his time fixing all the edges, so we don't want to bust all that stuff off again. So I ordered some door straps that go around the cage and screw into the door that we plan to hopefully they'll come in today. The tracking number says that they should be here today, but if we can get them, go up to Brian's, install door straps, if I can get the trim painted, install trim, and cut and buff that front molding out, then they'll have us setting good. Friday, it is looking like he is talking about leaving no earlier than 1 o'clock. Now, John has some stuff going on with Miss Kelly, and they have some family stuff that they're doing, and so he said that there's a possibility that he knows he's not rolling out of his place until lunch at least, and he might not even be able to make Darlington Friday night. It might not be till Saturday till he can even make Darlington, and Randy can't leave Wilmington until at least 1 o'clock on Friday. So testing Friday at Darlington, and then the race Saturday, and now we're talking possibly not even leaving Wilmington until 1 on Friday. It's definitely getting really tight and really close. So we'll see what happens. So I don't know if we're just bored today or if we make enough money now that we just can stop working and play with the work truck and tint windows. What do you think it is, Ed?
We got too much money.
Too much money? Ed said we got too much money. So Thursday afternoon, keeping y'all in the loop, just got off the phone with Randy, the gentleman that was doing the other odds and ends on the car, such as the brakes and the wings. Something come up with his wife, an emergency come up, and they had to handle some personal business. And Randy is in the middle of trying to communicate with the gentleman and find out what's going on, but it looks like he is not getting the car this afternoon. And the importance of Randy getting the car back on Thursday afternoon was because we needed to go to Brian so that John could fix the oil leak on the Randy's car tonight to make Darlington. So as of right now, it's looking like that this is gonna be a bust, and that the car is just not gonna make it. You know, when you got this many hands in the pot and this many people, you know, handling different, you know, odds and ends, if everything doesn't go smooth and perfect and everything doesn't fall into place, then sometimes it just ain't gonna happen, man. So I'm on standby. I told Randy to call me if he needs anything, and, you know, told him that, I mean, I'm perfectly capable of installing wings. I'm perfectly capable of doing the brakes. You know, I'm perfectly capable of doing everything. I know John will fix the oil leak, but, you know, when he originally said that he had somebody else doing it, that's less on me that I don't have to do. So I'm not going to beg to do something, and I don't care if I do it or not, but I'm here to help, you know, and that's all I want to make sure I let, you know, these guys know, is that I'm here to help if they need it. But, you know, I'm not, I mean, if you take it somewhere else, I don't care. So on my end, I've got everything done, everything ready to go. I'm just on standby waiting for the call to let me know if we're doing anything tonight, and if not, what's the plans looking like for Friday, which is tomorrow, because right now it ain't looking like Darlington's gonna happen, but we'll see what happens. Spoke with Randy. It is 11 o'clock Friday morning. They are testing in Darlington right now. Other people are, not Randy. 11 o'clock Friday morning, Randy's still at work. He still does not have the car in his possession. John is off for today. I told Randy to let me know as soon as he leaves to go get the car. I'm basically ready to roll. I've got the trim in the back seat all taped to a piece of cardboard so it don't get scratched up. You know, and I'm ready to go help them with whatever they need help with so that hopefully we can be at Darlington Saturday morning. So if we make it, y'all just understand that it is Friday morning at 11 o'clock and Randy still don't even have his car. So let's see how this works out. All right, well, y'all, I'm rolling out of my house and heading to meet John at Brian's, and we don't know where Randy's at. So we kind of do know where he's at. Basically, he is either still at Jason's house or he's somewhere between Jason's house and Brian's shop. Supposedly he switched self-service this week, and it is not as great as it should be. So it is 7:55. And we still have no race car in our possession. It's 7:55 Friday night, and we have no race car in our possession. I'm leaving Wilmington. Randy was picking his car up in New Bern, North Carolina, up that way, Havelock. Can't remember if it's either Havelock or New Bern. I always get confused on which one he told me, from Jason's house. And then taking it to Brian's, which is up there near the lot. So, yeah, it looks like this could potentially be an extremely late night. I just kind of wanted to give y'all a cool video. I felt like a behind the scenes of what it's like in the Turbo John racing camp, I guess you could say, you know, when it comes down to a time crunch. So I am heading out of town, about to get on 140 with, excuse me, with still no guarantee that we're making Darlington in the morning. So Brian's shop is about an hour and 20 minutes from Wilmington, from my house. It's about an hour and 20, hour and 30, hour and 40 probably from Randy's house. Randy had to drive from his house to Havelock or so, which is about, I think, 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and some change. And then from Havelock to Brian's shop, Randy's driving, I think, another hour, maybe hour and a half. So everybody's really throwing down some miles, or at least they are. Randy's throwing down more miles than anybody. It's absolutely crazy trying to make this race. So yeah, we will see what happens. If we get this car together tonight and everything goes smooth and it's up and running, it's definitely going to be a very late night. And then I'll be driving back home from Brian's. That's an hour and 20 minutes back to my house. And then in the morning, I'll be heading to Darlington, which will be another 2 hours and 20 minutes up the road to Darlington. So if you do the math, it is 7:57, 8 o'clock basically on Friday night. And I'm sure we need to be at the track Saturday morning. Somehow we have to get all this done. I mean, it's literally 8 o'clock Friday night and we still don't have no car in our possession. We still have stuff to finish. As far as me or John don't have a car in our possession. Randy hopefully has his car and is on the way. So this thing is gonna get crunch time. All right, so it is now 8:41, and I just spoke with John, and neither John or myself has still heard from Randy. So I'm still en route heading up here to Brian's, and neither one of us have still confirmed if Randy's even left Jason's yet, or if Randy's en route, or what time he might even be at Brian's. All right, Randy just called, so it is 8:49, and he said that he is just now leaving Jason's house. GPS says 10:10, so right after 10 o'clock tonight he should be at Brian's. And he said that personally he don't think there's no way that he's gonna be there by 10:10, and it'll probably be later than that. So this is getting interesting. We'll definitely see what this is gonna bring. I told John jokingly earlier that Randy might as well just leave Brian's shop and go straight to Darlington. It looks like all of us might as well just leave Brian's shop and go straight to Darlington and not even go back home, shower, change, or nothing. Oh man, we'll see what happens.